it's Amanda, and in today's video, I am going to be talking about motivation. This month, we've received some insightful and awesome submissions that I really want to talk about. Delaney Plant's essay, Trouble Keeping Motivated, she talks about how the conception of an idea is the most energetic part in our motivational process, but it's that middle part that really stumps us. When our arms and legs start to burn from climbing up a mountain, for example, or when graduation just seems too far away, we start to get bored and we're tired, and we start looking for immediate gratification. Like, we go onto Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I do that a lot. If you scroll down through the blog, you'll see that I posted a video by YouTuber Charlie McDonnell on procrastination and why we do it. He talks about these two different brain structures that are kind of at war with each other. The prefrontal cortex and the limbic system, which is way in there. I can't point to it really. He talks about how the frontal lobe is involved in higher cognitive functions such as social decision making and planning ahead, and it knows the long-term benefits of getting work done. It just gets tired easily. Then he talks about the limbic system, which is a much more primitive structure in our brain, and it's more concerned with immediate gratification, such as going to eat or going pee. Or going pee again, or hanging out with your friends, because you know that will be way more interesting than writing a book that probably no one will ever read. That last bit has nothing to do with my life, by the way. So now I wanted to take this time in the video to tell you what personally keeps me motivated. Number 1. Quotes. If you go on my Facebook page or the BOK blog, you'll notice that there's a lot of quotes. I love to collect quotes, and I love to write them on 3x5 note cards and put them all around my room. There's nothing on this one, so I'm just gonna toss it away. I'm sorry, that was kind of rude. You will be used one day. The life of a 3x5 note card is rough these days. One of my favorite quotes to read every single morning is, if you haven't felt like quitting yet, your dream isn't big enough. Ain't that the truth? No, but seriously, I think that's the point of goals. You're supposed to be reaching for the stars, and that's gonna be hard, and some days you're gonna cry and question what you're doing with your life. I mean, I'm supposed to be doing advanced neurophysiological psychology homework right now, and instead I'm making this YouTube video and working on my blog because I want to be doing this kind of for the rest of my life. I want to help inspire people to be the best possible versions of themselves. But I also need to graduate. So obviously I have to master the ancient art of time management. Which brings me to point 2, taking care of myself. I don't know about you, but if I'm not eating well, sleeping well, or exercising well, the only thing I'm really concentrated on is trying to function like a normal human being. And apparently in my mind, functioning like a normal human being means acting like a robot. The third thing that keeps me motivated is interviewing people I find very inspiring. Now, it's not published on the blog yet, but I did an interview with one of my friends, Emily Hinges, who I think is just a motivational rock star, as I deemed her. One of the things that I love about Emily is that she does this dream board. And this dream board is pictures of things that she wants to see accomplished within 6 months, a year, and 5 years. It's just a good reminder of why you're doing what you're doing, which brings me to my third point. And that, my dear friends, is simply remembering why you're doing what you're doing. You have to remind yourself that there is a reason for all this madness that you may feel in this very frustrating moment. If you scroll down through our blog, you'll find a story by Sage Miller called Motivated to be Heard. In it, Sage talks about her frustration with Debate Team and how she was starting to lose her passion and wanted to quit. She reminded herself of why she's doing what she's doing. And that's because she wants to debate to be heard, to give voice to the voiceless, which I just personally find super inspiring because when I'm working on my book, it's just me and I have a long ways to go. But it's really good to visualize that book in my hand published and to keep reminding myself that I want to be a published author one day. So that's not going to happen unless I keep writing on it. Now it's time to remind yourself of why you're doing what you're doing and to continue taking steps towards that goal. Get her done. Bye. He talks about how the frontal lobe is involved in higher cognitive functions such as social